time machine and wait.
That's not a question!
Questions! I need answers!
Hey everybody, time for more questions and answers. I know it's been quite a while since I've done the last one. It's been about 3 months, but the truth of the matter is that I had about, I think 3 or 4 questions, and then it was like nothing for a long time. So I was like, I don't know, maybe I should wait for more questions. I didn't know what was going to happen. I got a couple more questions, one in August, one in November, so I figure I'd do this again. And before I forget and mention it at the end of the video, I'll mention it at the beginning. If you want to ask me a question, there's a link to a Google form document that you could just click and ask the question, and it just throws it in a spreadsheet for me, so I don't have to go looking all over the place for questions. Anyway, since it's been a while, I'm going to bring it back. I thought I'd have a beer. We got Arrogant Bastard Ale. So let's pop that open. I got the Batman beer bottle opener here. Let's just pop that open. You know, I think I forgot to mention that I don't like beer. Man. But you know what's funny is every once in a while I think I might like it. So I try it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not finding anything I like. In fact, recently I'm like, well, maybe it's the kind of beer I've been trying. And I bought like a 6-pack where I can pick and choose, and I picked a whole bunch of different random ones. I'm not finding any I like. I've been drinking them. Honestly, I like vodka. But I don't know what it is about beer I just don't like. I like beer battered stuff. And I like beer battered, like barbecue sauce made with beer, like at Chili's. And that makes me think that, oh, you know, I might like beer now. I guess I like beer as a flavoring, like as something to add, like beer battered shrimp, beer battered sausage, beer soaked everything. I just don't like beer. But I'm gonna drink this because I don't like things going to waste. I see everybody online drinking beer. Everybody likes beer. Why don't I like beer? I don't know. It's like I don't like coffee. I think coffee is the worst thing on the planet. It smells terrible. I don't know why it's so popular. Anyway, let's actually answer some questions. This first one, this was asked way back on August 3rd by Yoki Online. It's Y-O-C-K-E Online. Have you ever been to Japan? No, I've never been out of the country. And if so, what do you remember the most? Irrelevant. Or, if not, if you had a chance to go, what would you like to see/do? Honestly, if I went to Japan, I'd have to go to an arcade or two. Other than that, I think I'd just sightsee. That's pretty much it. I mean, I have to travel. I'd have to go around a little bit from place to place, see different things. I'd need some sort of guide. Honestly, I wouldn't really be able to do things on my own, I think. I've never been in a foreign country before, so honestly, I wouldn't know what to do. But honestly, I just want to relax and take in some sights. What in particular I'd like to see, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Second question. Same day, August 3rd. From NMFN21. What kind of music do you listen to? Has your musical taste changed over time? To answer your second question first, yeah, I think my musical taste has changed over time, and I've brought in more types of music that I like. But one thing has consistently always been true: I absolutely hate country music. Although at one time it used to be painful to my ears. I did live in Mississippi on the Gulf Coast for a few years, and practically every radio station plays country music. But due to that, living down there for 4 years, I grew immune to it, so it no longer causes me pain. But I still don't like listening to it. But what kind of music do I listen to? I listen to everything. I like video game remixes. I like this and that and the other thing. To give you an idea of my favorite bands, my most favorite band, Man or Astro Man. If you're not familiar with what Man or Astro Man is, it's like surf rock, but mixed like with outer space references. It's kind of weird, but it's really great guitar riffing in Man or Astro Man. What else? Primus. I like Primus. Devo. One of the best bands of all time, Devo. Love their music. I like things like Skrillex. I like dubstep, believe it or not. What else? They Might Be Giants, kind of like a folksy kind of band with some really odd lyrics in their songs at times. It's more of an alternative, I guess, not really folk rock, I guess, but it is out there. If you've ever heard of Istanbul, not Constantinople, or Particle Man, those are two classic songs of theirs, and they keep pumping out albums too. Good stuff. It's always good stuff. Trying to think, and all these bands that I mentioned, I still buy like physical CDs whenever they come out. Weird Al Yankovic, that's been a long time. That's been he's been one of my favorites, and I think that his last album might be his last. I think he might be retiring after this. At least he's dropped hints to so, but I hope not. You like clockwork, almost every 3 years or 4 years he puts out an album. But yeah, if he had, and I mean, he's got plenty of great stuff. I think I'll leave it at that. Get a pretty good idea of my musical taste there. Next question on August 7th by Sam Parker. Do you watch all the Rifftrax when they come out? Is it as good as or better than Mystery Science Theater 3000? For starters, I don't watch all the Rifftrax when they come out. I'll be lucky if I ever see all the Rifftrax in my life. The thing is, though, when they started out, I kind of bought a couple of them here and there. And then I was like, I don't know about all this digital stuff. But since then, I'm like, okay, with Rifftrax, it's fine, because you can download it. It's DRM free, so I could do whatever I want with it. I could burn it to a CD or make a DVD out of it. They give you a bunch of different file formats to choose from as well, so there's that. But since, it started by Mike Nelson, I believe, but then since Bill Corbett and Kevin Murphy came along, who did the voices of Crow and Tom Servo on Mystery Science Theater, it's almost like watching Mystery Science Theater 3000 again, albeit without the shadows. And every time there's some sort of sale on the site, I always wind up using the coupon code to get a bunch of more videos. I have a couple more to watch, and then I'll probably wait until there's another coupon code and buy a couple more. They do have stuff on there that is not by them, and I typically don't watch those unless it's something I really, really want to see. But yeah, I haven't watched all the Rifftrax, and I don't think I will, and I certainly don't buy them all as they come out. I wait for sales and stuff, but a lot of the ones that have been within the last year, I think I've bought. Skipping a couple here or there. The question, is it as good as or better than Mystery Science Theater 3000? It comes close to being as good as Mystery Science Theater 3000, but not quite there. And I think the reason for that is I missed the shadows and I missed the sketches. I mean, it's just the movies you're watching. You're not getting any sort of sketches in between there. And I really enjoyed that with Mystery Science Theater 3000. The next best thing is obviously the movie. But speaking of Mystery Science Theater 3000, I literally just filmed a video. It's already up on this channel. Maybe I posted it 2 days ago. I'm actually filming this 2 days from when I'm actually planning on posting this. But there is a Kickstarter up to bring back Mystery Science Theater 3000. I think it'll succeed, at least with the bare minimum, and they'll have at least 3 more episodes. Hopefully they can make the 5.5 million, but I think that's wishful thinking. But who knows what it's going to look like 2 days from now when this is actually being posted. But yeah, it might be coming back, and I'm really stoked for that. Next question by Sam Parker again, same day, August 7th. And now I kept looking at this one. It's like 3 questions in one. So I'll answer each question as we come to a close. One of them I'm not going to be able to answer. And I think it's the first question. What is your favorite pin that isn't physical / never made? So I think what he's referring to is one that's in a digital format that wasn't based on a real pinball machine. And honestly, I'm so used to playing pinball arcade that these fake pinball, like the ones that are made just for video games, honestly, they're all but erased from my memory. Honestly, I don't know. Nothing really compares to real pinball. I know there's a bunch of Zen pinball tables I'd probably really like, but I've never played them. Honestly, I'm going to take the weirdest answer possible on this one and say video pinball on the Atari 2600. Just because it's a very simple table, but just nostalgia, I guess. Honestly, there's probably a way better answer for that, but I don't have it. And then the second part is favorite game you have played in real life. And honestly, I've got to make it official. It's that Stern Star Trek that's behind me that's got the towel on it. I use that to keep the dust off the glass when I'm not playing it. That is my favorite. Before I got that, it would have been High Speed, The Getaway, but that was really grown on me. And I may be biased because I own it, but man, I'm so glad. I'm thinking, oh, well, I could do better, because honestly, I don't know if I could do better than that one. I really love it. And then the third part of the question is, favorite game that exists, but you have only played on Pinball Arcade. I may have to look at the list because I've played a lot of them. In fact, I'm looking at the Season 3 list right now, and I have played all of those. Let me look at the Season 4 list. Xenon might be a potential one. I can't remember if I've actually played Xenon. Yeah, I take that back. I have played Xenon, I remember. Cyclones, I've played all of those. Cactus Canyon, Central Park. Honestly, I don't think I played Central Park. I played Space Shuttle. Centaur. Played Centaur. If it wasn't for me being at the pinball pinball, you know what? I didn't play it. It wasn't working. Centaur. I haven't actually played Centaur. How about that? No, I have played that. Going Nuts I've even played. Flight 2000 I've played. Man, I don't want to say Class of 1812. I definitely haven't played that one, but I don't like it. El Dorado City of Gold. I've played that. That's on Season 1. Black Hole played. Circus Volterra played. Gorgon, Monsters, Black Knight. Creature, Harley Davidson. I haven't played Harley Davidson. Elvira. You know what? I haven't played Elvira and the Party Monsters. Let me just make a quick look. Yeah. I'm going to say Elvira and the Party Monsters. I definitely have not played that one. That makes it automatically my favorite from your question. And that was it. So we'll move on to the next question. This one was asked October 21st. I'm almost jumping 2 months ahead here almost. Barry in MM. So maybe it's Barry in Minnesota. Hello, I enjoy your videos. Do you think Twilight Zone is really a #1 game? I kind of looked up where he got the idea that it was a #1 game because I didn't put it #1 on my list, but it is #1 on the solid state version list of Pinball Database. Internet Pinball Database has it #1 as the most popular solid state machine. I certainly say why not. It's a solid game. It's used pretty frequently in tournaments. So yeah, I do think it's a #1 game, along with several others, which also could be considered a #1 game. So that, yeah, I do think so. That's the question. This one was asked on November 1st, 2015 from Hey Man. What did you think of the first episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead? Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, two of my favorite movies. Bruce Campbell coming back as Ash. I don't have Stars, so I actually had to torrent the episodes. But it was on Stars for free for a week, I think. But I can I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Even though I torrented it, I do plan on buying it on Blu-ray whenever it comes out, the whole season. That's how I'm. Damn, the whole word is escaping me. But what I'm looking for, it's just escaping me. Maybe it's arrogant ale making me forget. Ugh, it doesn't get any better, does it? the hell am I thinking? I need something to eat with this, I think. Yeah, I saw I wound up, I didn't know whether or not I wanted to wait for the whole season to finish before I could watch it, because I'm used to, like, watching episode after episode. I'm not used to waiting a week for an episode, but I couldn't wait. And I watched the first episode, and by the time I'm filming this, I already watched the second episode. I think it's fantastic. I think you may have mentioned to me, I know you brought this up in one of my live streams, that it was, I thought you said that it didn't have anything to do with Sam Raimi, but I watched it, and he's definitely part of it, along with a lot of the other people that were involved in the movies. And yeah, it's got a different tone from Evil Dead 2 and Evil Dead and Evil Army of Darkness. But all those movies had different tones in itself. So Evil Dead was straight up horror. Evil Dead 2 was like a black comedy. And Army of Darkness was like a slapstick comedy. Action slapstick comedy, if that's a genre. And what Ash vs. Evil Dead is doing is it's kind of mixing all those elements together, and it's doing it really fantastic. And I really, really enjoyed the first episode, and I watched the second episode. It was really great. I really liked it. I mean, even the part where he's jumping in midair, and this was part of the trailer, but he's jumping in midair, and he connects his chainsaw to his wrist in midair. It's very reminiscent of a scene from Army of Darkness. There's just so many callbacks to other things in from the movies and stuff, and yet being its own thing in a modern day. I think it's really fantastic. Yeah, and he's keeping in character and everything. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a great show, and I think everybody should watch it, even if they didn't really. I don't know. I wouldn't say watch it if you didn't like Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2. If you even remotely like those movies, I'd say watch it. Obviously, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season goes, and I know it's already been picked up for the second season from Starz. So there's going to be more after the initial. How many episodes? I was thinking 12, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I think I'm 12 if I'm right. I might not be, but anyway, I digress. And that's all the questions. And again, if you want to ask a question, go ahead and go to the link in the description to ask it. I don't do these on a regular basis. I'll just do them whenever I feel like it, which has always been the case. It's always been the case with every video I make. So, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye.